looking at you, TikTok. I'm looking at you. It's been too long. Too long. Oh no, we're not even live. We are not even live. Shoot. There we go. Now we're live on the TikTok. We're back. We're back. Welcome to TikTok Live. Have fun interacting with your viewers in real time. Creators must be 18 years or older to go live. Viewers must be 18 or older to recharge and send gifts. Remember to create a safe viewing experience by following our community standards. Okay, we'll do our best. We'll do our best, TikTok. We will do our very, very best. What in the world is that? Okay, here we go. Live goal is set, 0 out of 20. We're doing it. And here they come. Here come the guests. Here come the guests. They're here to see a great dialogue about pornography from the Porn Coach. That is right. My name is Austin Hamilton, also known as the Porn Coach, here to have the important conversations in life. At least one. That question is porn cheating? Ella Braun, first one here. What's up, Ella Braun? Good to see you. Way to be first. Way to be first. W's in the chat for Ella Braun. All right, here's something that I've been pondering a lot lately. That pornography is not about lust. It's about power. Pornography is not about lust. It's about power. Just tuck that one away. Tuck that one away. Pornography, viewing pornography, is not about lust. It's about power. So the question is porn cheating? Where are my regulars at? You guys here yet? You're coming in, trickling in. I haven't been on for 1 week. I can't tell you the last time that it's been a whole week since I've been on the TikTok. But here we are. Here we are. Natalia Rayon. It's good to see you. Reds, David Mann, 103. Pamela Moreno. Look at all these people joining. Here for the talk. All right. Should we do the request thing, chat? Should we do it? Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Is porn cheating? There it is. The request boxes are live. If you want to share your story, maybe you've been betrayed by somebody who watches pornography. Maybe you watch pornography and you're like, meh, it's not a problem. I'd be happy to chat. If you want to argue and debate about pornography being cheating or not, I'd be happy to chat with you as well. So that's the question. Is porn cheating? What do you think? Let's move this box over here. Move that there, move this down here. One moment, we'll take a guest. What is my personal opinion about that? Well, I'm glad you asked. My opinion is, if you're in a committed monogamous relationship with another person, you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul, till death do us part, something like that. If you deviate from that agreement, whether it's with the person on a screen or otherwise, I believe that goes against the agreement in the relationship and is therefore cheating. but we'll see what these people think. Like Natalia. Hey there, what's going on?
Hi, I don't think you remember me, but it was a long time ago. I was here talking about how I was
I remember
dealing
the
with.
name. The details might come back to me, but yeah, what's up?
Well, lately my boyfriend or my partner, ever since we had our baby, he was watching porn, and a few months ago I broke up with him, and I told him if he didn't find help or he didn't come to the fact that he was, in fact, had a porn addiction, that we wouldn't get back together. And thankfully, he sought help, and but there was a time that his phone is still kind of closed off to me, and I want to believe that he is making an effort to not watch porn. But we're going to therapy together to trying to resolve this matter now.
Okay. Well, thanks for
Yeah.
sharing. Sorry to hear you're going through that.
No, yeah, it was definitely a relationship killer for me.
Yeah.
Not only because we had a lack of intimacy, but he was using it as something to take off his stress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was going through stress too, but it was just, I had different ways to resolve that for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How's it going with you guys in therapy?
It's going way better. I still feel like we have more conflict and things to resolve. I think in the past we kind of jumped into this relationship after I just got done with my other baby daddy. So I think he still was very insecure about himself in a way because he got cheated on, like in his past relationship. So I think it really had to do with his confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Is he there?
Yeah.
Can we get him on?
Oh, I wish. Last time he did want to say something to you too.
Oh, really?
But he's at work right now. Yeah, we were here the last
What did he want to say?
I think he wanted to say something about his porn addiction and and how he felt about porn. He felt that like porn wasn't cheating because it wasn't, everybody argues that it's not physical and you can't touch that person, so it's not cheating. But
got it. Does he still want to come on and share that opinion sometime?
Yes, I think so. I think I could get him on next time.
Okay, great. Well, I look forward to it.
Yes, but I just wanted to thank you because your videos, you being live was always very comforting to listen to everybody.
Got it. Well, I'm very comforted when I'm alive too. Just kidding. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for the guests. Like and share, people. Like and share. We're at 886 likes. Let's get to 10,000, okay? 10,000. 10,000. That's the goal. Everybody, tap, 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 tap. Tap the screen. You know the thing. Hey there. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Not much. Is porn cheating?
If it's without consent, yeah, it's cheating.
If it's what?
If it's without consent, like it's like like if like let's say your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whichever way, doesn't know, then yeah, it's cheating.
Got it. Okay. Do you watch porn?
No, I don't.
You don't. Okay. Have you
I
ever?
used to. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, I have.
Yeah, you used to. Okay.
I think everybody, every guy has, right? It's, even when
Not everyone,
most people
but
when I was younger,
many have.
but yeah, a lot still do. I mean, as grown adults, but
Yeah. How old are you?
25.
25. How old were you when you stopped watching porn?
Uh, Honestly, man, like I was like 22, 23.
Okay.
Not that long ago, to be honest with you.
All right. Why did you stop?
Why did I stop?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's just I feel like it ruined my confidence, right? When trying to speak to women in real life, right, in person, it definitely messes with my confidence, and I feel like like when I used to watch it, all I thought about was I don't want to say I don't know if I can say the word, but like sex. I don't want to say the word on here on live, but that's all I thought about when I used to watch it.
Yeah. Now what do you think about?
I mean, I don't have an issue if somebody's watching it. Like obviously, like it is an addiction. It can become an addiction, right? For a lot of people, it is an addiction, and I'm kind of on the fence, man. To be honest with you, I think like if you're gonna watch it, um, watch it in moderation, I guess you could say, right? But
Okay. What would that?
it
What would that solve?
it can
Watching in
become an
moderation?
addiction if you're not careful, just like with anything really, but especially porn, it can become an addiction, and it can it definitely people are right. It messes with their confidence. When they're trying to just your social, I guess your social life, it messes with that. So
Got it.
you
All right. Well, thanks for sharing, man.
you view women as
What?
you view women as like I don't want to say an
Objects.
object, but like yeah, exactly.
That's the word. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, man. Thanks for sharing.
yeah. Anytime, man.
All right. Bye bye. Trina's in the house. What's up, Trina? The mods. The mods are here. Careful. 3,900 likes. Let's go. On our way to 10,000. Like and share. Like and share. Hey there. What's
Hello.
going on? Hi there.
How's it going, my man?
I'm doing good. Thanks. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
All right. Good. Is porn cheating?
I don't think it is. I think,
You don't think it
like
is?
the last guy said, if there's a boundary in your relationship and the other person doesn't want you to be watching that, then it could be. But I don't think it's classified as cheating right off the bat.
Got it. Okay. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, Trina, dude, it's been a week. It's been a week. I haven't been live for a whole week. Can you believe that? When's the last time I've gone a week without being live, besides when I was on vacation? And even then, I think I snuck on once. So, yeah, it's crazy. We just had a lot going on, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to try to force this. And I've been so tired. I was like sleep deprived towards the end of last week, but here we are. All right, man. So, do you watch porn?
No.
No? Okay. How come?
Recently stopped. It affects your life. I think there's an epidemic now where a lot of young guys are watching it, and it's not something healthy to be doing. It's not something that benefits your life in any way. I just think like anything else, drinking, vaping, smoking, uh, you know, everything. It produces no benefit in your life.
Yeah. Well, what are we supposed to do here if all these guys are coming on saying they don't watch porn? Where are you guys at?
Were you
Good for
looking
you, man.
for somebody to debate with if they
Oh,
don't think it is?
they'll come. They'll come. Don't worry. We're just getting started tonight. Two in a
Well, anyway,
row with the
I'm on your
same
side.
same perspective like you. It's pretty rare. Pretty rare. How old are you, man?
Of course, 18.
18. 18, and he doesn't watch porn. You hear that, people? W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Maybe this
No,
whole
we
thing is
have a lot.
working. The message is
we
getting
have
out.
we have more role models now,
Uh-huh.
especially younger guys. Now that it is an epidemic, more people are speaking out about it rather
Yeah, for
than
sure.
letting it be a problem.
Yeah. Do you have a girlfriend?
I don't.
You okay? Got it.
Yeah,
You don't have a girlfriend and you don't watch porn.
correct. Yeah, recently stopped. So, I'm gonna keep it up. It's not something that benefits my life. I don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right, man. Well, thanks for sharing.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Take care.
Take care.
What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? Way to go. Oh, all right. Like and share. Where are we at? We have no guests right now. What do we do? Chat, what do we do? Co-host? That's always a wild ride. Co-host or wait for guests? Oh, here's a guest. Hold on. I'm new here, but I think I'm going to like the live. Well, you might, Charlene. Careful. It's addicting. What's Hap?
Hey, I was just up here, man.
Oh, you came back.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, man. So, how old do you think? What's your opinion on it? What's side? I think I already know what side you're on, but you just showed up on my For You page, right? So, what's your
Yeah, well, okay.
what's your
So
what,
I think porn's cheating, but bigger than that, I think watching pornography is engaging in viewing people as objects, which is dehumanizing to them. It's reducing them down to just their sexual value. So I think that's a problem. So even bigger than the question of is it cheating or not, which in my opinion, I think it's pretty easy to demonstrate why it is cheating, especially why you're, you're, oh man, let's ban that guy. Hold on a second. If you're in a committed monogamous relationship and you've made an agreement that says something like "I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul, till death do us part," if you go against that, you're cheating. But not everybody has that agreement. Not everybody has an expectation of monogamy. Or differently put, they can use other people for sexual pleasure in their relationship, i.e., pornography. But I think it's problematic when we're lusting after other people in a relationship. It creates all sorts of problems. So that's what I think.
do you think it's cheating if there's consent? Like if the other person knows that you watch it?
Well,
Like
consent and the other person knowing are different things. I think
meaning
it's the agreement.
yeah, like exactly. If there's an agreement, then obviously it wouldn't be cheating. But actually, yeah, I think I just answered my own question. So.
Well, yeah, but then I would say, well, why? Why have that agreement? Like, why are we agreeing to use other people for our sexual pleasure that aren't one another? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't disagree with that. Like, I think it's cheating. I don't think you should watch it. Period. But if we're gonna watch it while you're in a relationship, at least have the consent, or like an agreement with the person. So,
Agreements are good. All right. Thanks for sharing, man.
yeah, anytime.
All right. Bye. Thank you, Trina. My husband is addicted, and his FYP on Insta is all women. When it's time to I'm disconnected. Sorry. Lily Pads. Hey, Austin. Hi there. Who are you, Lily Pads? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Do I know who you are? Well, either way. Hello. Nobody should watch it. All right. We need more guests, or we're going to co-host. Usually with the guests, we got to get rolling. The guests will come. So who doesn't think pornography is cheating? In the chat, just say me if you don't think pornography is cheating. If you don't think pornography is cheating, put it in the chat. Meaning, it's okay, excuse me, to use other people outside of your relationship for your sexual pleasure. Dark Mark, what's up? What is going on? I'm just pretend. Good to see you. What do you think about watching it only to learn because some people do that. Yeah, well, what are you learning? What are you learning? I would say porn is a teacher, but it's not a very good teacher. And what you're learning is how to objectify other people. Yeah, so learning new positions. Look, first of all, there's a book called, hold on, not Come As You Are, or Come Together. What Turns You On, or Karma Sutra. But if you want a book that actually teaches you that, What Turns You On is a book that will teach you positions if that's what you really want. Or just go to a room, like a bedroom, a room with a bed, and when the clothes start coming off, you usually figure it out. Just talk to each other. I've been watching you for about a year now. I'm usually a quiet watcher. All right, lily pads. Well, thanks for speaking up. 365 positions. Wouldn't that book be considered porn? No, because pornography is imagery usually depicting another person, or usually depicting, this is going to be a long night. Pornography is imagery usually depicting an organ or multiple organs of a person with the erotic intent to arouse. Kama Sutra, the intention is for education. That's what it's for. So it wouldn't be considered porn because that's not why it is intended to be there. Get the game Twister and baby oil and you'll be in new positions. And the hospital. And the hospital. At least for me. That sounds terrible. I blew out my knee in a bouncy house once. Regret that one. But wouldn't video demonstration be easier to learn? It's not that hard, man. It's not that hard. No pun intended. All right, we're going to do some co-hosting. Let's see what happens. Do you guys know Fight the Beast? She's like a anti-porn person. I'll see if she wants to chat. I haven't chatted with her in a while. How did you stop? We'll get there. Fight the Beast.
Hey,
What's going on?
doing good. We're having
Good,
fun.
good. I haven't seen you on the TikToks or Instagram in a long time.
I took about 8 months off of social media. Yeah. I mean, the business
Okay.
was still doing well. I just was not in a, I deleted all the apps off my phone. I didn't want it in my life.
Hey, smart. So for those of you watching, Fight the Beast does similar work that I do, helping people not watch pornography, things like that. So it's good to see a familiar face in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I like your studio.
Hey, thank you. You know, we're going big places. It's also my garage, but nothing wrong
It
with
looks
that.
cool. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. So, all right, what are you talking about with your chat?
We were on some completely pointless tangents. So what do you guys got?
We're talking about porn. I'm a one-trick pony.
People say squirrel, and I'm like, yeah, let's talk about squirrels.
I do that too, but all roads lead back to porn. You want to battle? Do you battle?
I don't even know what battles are. Isn't that dumb? I don't even understand.
It took a while to learn. I don't even know where the button is on here.
Is that on the bottom? No, I don't know. Oh, hey, my document finally came up. I actually had a document ready for my live stream tonight, and Google was like having some sort of weird glitch. So I have a bunch of questions and
Let's
comments.
do the questions.
Well, these are user questions.
Great.
I guess we
wanna
can
hear
ask
'em.
user questions and then provide you feedback. So the first one is what's a habit you know is holding you back?
Oh, gosh.
What are the top habits you hear holding people back?
What's a habit, like top habits that I hear holding people back from
Yeah, or that
breaking
you
free
see.
from pornography?
Yeah.
Well, I think that when you look at an addictive cycle, you have to analyze the habits that get you to the place of relapse if you're looking at it from that framework. I mean, one obvious one is social media, not deleting social media like you did, right? If we have access to the thing,
at least temporarily, is what I tell people. Like, just go on a 30-day fast, get this part of your life squared away, and then maybe some types of media you can reintroduce. Maybe that one show won't be as triggering anymore, but get this in order first, and then ease back into safe stuff.
yeah, totally. And habit modification is useful, but it's not the end goal.
Right.
So it'll only take you so far. But yeah, all right. What other questions you got?
How long have you been doing this, by the way?
Professionally, like 2 years. Non-professionally, about 8 years. Yeah.
That's cool. I've been doing this 4.5, and it's just been really interesting to see how much I've changed in the process and what some of the realities, like what I've realized. Okay, this is working more. This isn't working as much. And like you said, yeah, habit modification only gets you so far. That's a start. It's going to keep you from clicking in the beginning, but yeah, helping people realize that next step to be really successful is now you got to have a clear roadmap for your life. You've got to have clarity on who you want to become as a man. You've got to have clarity on understanding your root causes and healing them.
Totally. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. A man without a purpose or vision in life distracts himself with pleasure.
I see. Yeah.
So these are questions that come from your community?
These were questions to ask audience. I don't know. Let's see.
Caitlin, what's going on? And Honest Love, good to see you. All right, what else you got? Give me one more.
What do we have? I want some user questions. That would be better. What do you guys have? What's your biggest struggle? I'll start with that. What's your biggest struggle, and what do you want? What's been the hardest part of this process for you to overcome? Is porn cheating? Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm interested too. So for my chat too, what questions do you have? Like whether you're a betrayed partner or somebody struggling, what do you think is, I guess, what questions come to mind? This is good. Let's do this. What do you think of a leader in active recovery and relapsed recently? Well, what I make of that question is that you're in some sort of group leading people through it. I think it can happen. It certainly does happen. And I'd want to know what happened. As always with relapse, it's only a problem if you don't learn from it. So what was going on in that person's life to where they relapsed? Who do they have that they're being accountable to? What's the context of the group? A lot of groups that I see, nobody's clean, leader included. And so, is this like a one-off isolated relapse incident, or is this like this happens once a month or something? But I mean, there's a story behind that. That's what I think. I'd want to know more of the story.
Yeah, it was really interesting to me. I got invited on a big porn recovery podcast, and this guy, he had a significant following. He had multiple licensed coaches under him in his program. And we have a great call. And I don't remember, it was either before or after the call. He's like, yeah, well, I still relapse from time to time too. And I'm like, then why are you writing a program if you don't know how to quit for yourself? I was just like, and I couldn't even say it to his face. But I've worked with pastors that say the same thing.
What's his name? Put me in. I'll find him. Just kidding.
I know. I just, oh my gosh. It was like private. God, it's just.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That to me was weird. I was like, don't write a program if you don't know how to do this. But yes, it happens. One thing that I would say to that person is, you might want to protect yourself better in this community. One of the things that I did in my community recently is I said, you're not allowed to tell me you relapsed anymore. Not in any of the public chats, not in any of the public forums. It is triggering. We don't want to hear what you were doing last night. Nobody can handle. I can only handle so much as a single person. I don't want to hear what you were doing in your bedroom last night. That's triggering for me. So I cut all of that out and I said, look, if you want to ask a question, what do you guys do to improve your habits? What's working for you? How can I get through these urges? How can I strengthen myself? We'll have that discussion, but we're not going to talk about relapses anymore. And I see that with a lot of like SAA groups is just nonstop relapses. So I'd say you got to learn to maybe protect your mind a little bit more as well. And because it is hard doing coaching call, like not anymore. I would say like the first 2 years doing coaching calls with people and they're telling you about all the sexual stuff that you're doing. And if you're single or not, doing anything, you're like, oh my gosh, this is hard to hear.
Well, you
right
got to plumb the depths of the story to find healing. There's a saying, it's like our deepest fantasies reveal what's actually important to us in life. And so we got to get to that in addition to behavior modification.
Yeah. I've got one here. My biggest struggle is feeling like I would not find a partner. I'm in my late 30s and it's difficult. I hear this a lot. I'm working with several guys right now that are in their 30s and have never had a relationship. One of them's never kissed a girl and he's over 30. It's common, but I'd say back off the porn. It's going to increase your, if you're watching porn, it's slowing you down. It's keeping you, like less assertive with women, more withdrawn, more independent, more okay being alone. And psychologically, it can hold you back a lot.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so here's one. All the women are going to jump all over this one. Ready? Is it the betrayed partner's responsibility to, quote, put out for a couple of minutes to keep her man happy? No.
What's the betrayal? Is it cheating or is it porn?
Well, either one, but it's not the betrayed partner's responsibility to make sure that he feels better and using sex as a vehicle for that. It's not your responsibility.
So, having been in this situation myself to two different porn addicts, I have a different response. It depends. If your partner is in a place where they say, I am pursuing recovery, I'm in a program, I'm not relapsing, I'm doing my best, then absolutely it is 100% your responsibility to work towards, I said work towards, not put out for a few minutes. I said work towards a thriving, wonderful romantic connection again, if he's putting in the work. And I think that I work with a lot of men whose wives are permanently withholding out of spite. And I think that is equally as destructive. If you're not going to forgive and start working towards moving on, then you got to let that person know they should go somewhere else, that you're not going to forgive ever. So there has to be, if there's effort on one side, I want to see the same level of effort in working towards it. And maybe that's saying, hey, I'm not ready to have, sleep yet, but let's start by just cuddling more. We'll start by hugging more. I'm grateful that you're changing for me, that kind of stuff. And I want to see that, or I'm going to get a little frustrated with the other side.
Yeah, well, certainly creating intimacy, relational intimacy, absolutely. But I think having sex as a Band-Aid, it doesn't work. But yeah, it's a lot more nuanced than that. As Michelle Mays puts it in the book Betrayal Bind, withholding sex for long periods of time is like a relationship killer. But again, there's so much more nuance to that.
It's not your relationship your responsibility to put out. I would say set a clear line. Like, hey, I'd really like to see you go 30 days clean, and then let's go from there. I'll feel better, you'll feel better. I'll know that you're working, that kind of thing. Or hey, I want you to go to therapy for this. I want you to see a coach. I think that that's fair. I think there should be like hey, I want this, you want that. Let's work on this together. But yeah, you should never force intimacy. And I did, and that's disgusting. And I did not like that. So it shouldn't be forced either.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what else you got?
I don't see. I think we're dwindling. It's getting pretty late. Let's see. Cam girls. See that. Oh, this one is leaving your spouse justified if they are struggling with quitting? That's a similar question. Yes, it's justified if you want it. If you're done with the relationship, but I think that there's things you can do to work on it as well. So it's up to you.
Is leaving justified well,
If they're
I mean,
struggling quitting, I would say maybe help them more. If they're refusing to quit, yeah, then that's a value difference. It's not gonna
yeah, I think
change.
there's a lot more to that, right? Struggling means you're actively working on it
Yeah.
and you're fighting through it. That's different than saying you want to change but you're not. Struggling indicates there's some progress, at least in the right direction. But at the end of the day, you can leave for whatever reason you want to. It's a betrayal. So I think the question is, what are you actually solving or healing anything
Yeah.
on your own? What happens a lot in divorce, not in every case, but in a lot of cases, you just leave and you still have all the same problems, and then you go recreate them in another relationship. So did we actually heal what was going on for the person when they left the relationship?
I don't know if you have resources for women. I have a 70-page ebook that's free on the link in my bio for wives. It is just for wives. It is my 30-day program plus everything a wife needs to know, walking a man through it. And I give that out to any wives who are interested.
Cool. Yeah. I have groups for women who are experiencing betrayal trauma, and I also recommend the book, The Betrayal Bind by Michelle Mays, for anybody who's been betrayed out there. This book is, in my opinion, the best book on betrayal. It's a doozy, though. Careful. All right. Well, hey, good to see you. Thanks for chatting. I'm going to keep on co-hosting.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let me know next time you're around. See ya.
Sounds good. Take care. I got to figure out how to end this thing now. There we go. All right. Read the book. So she used to be on all the time, like when I started doing this. I haven't seen her in quite a long time, but I saw her live the other day, so I thought it'd pop in. All right, should we get back to co-hosting? I'm sorry, guest. An honest love, you good? I ended up with addiction due to loneliness. Sorry to hear that, Catherine. After listening to YMCA, I feel empowered. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Caitlin. I just know she's been affected by it with partners. What's up, Bella? How's it going? And yes, it's definitely cheating. W's in the chat. Are we at 10,000? We're at 9,000 likes. Come on, chat. Let's go. 10,000. 10,000. I'm not going to bed till we're at 10,000. As we left the courthouse, he said, I did this to you. What? Who was your best / toughest debater? Top 3. Guys, Fly Guy, you should know this by now. I'm not here to win or lose, okay? This is about extracting beliefs. And what do we really believe? At the end of the day, we can have different opinions. That's fine. So I don't view it as I'm trying to win or lose. I view it as, here's my opinion. What do you think? What's your opinion? 10,000 likes. Let's go. Let's go. A problem, but still can't stop. What should I do? Mary Trent, my boyfriend knows it's a problem, but can't stop. What should I do? Well, Mary, I'm sorry you're in that position, and it is his journey. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can't make him drink. I'm sorry. What have you tried up until this point? A lot of liberals / lefties will try to cook you in a debate. Be ready. They can try all they want. I don't care. Lefties, righties, normies, get them on. Get them on. Is a massage with a happy ending cheating? Well, Bobby J. Yeah, it is. It for sure is. I was trying to think of a witty response, but I don't even know. It's so obvious. What else would it be? Someone's all up in your eggplant? Pretty obvious. Would you easily cook Parker and Dean in a debate? I don't know what their position is on porn. The thing is, Fly Guy, with Parker or Dean, those guys don't know how to debate. So I wouldn't cook them. They would just talk loud and fast about some nonsense topic, and then they'd say they won. Those guys don't debate. I honestly don't care if it is. I read spicy books. Why I be a double standard? Okay. What if my wife purchased the massage for me as a gift? Bobby, you want to come on and chat? Thinking of other women in that way and watching is disrespectful. Abby Gentry. Hello, Abby. Well, Bobby, did your wife purchase, or your hypothetical wife purchase you a massage with a happy ending or a massage? Why do extreme lefties use hypotheticals to justify? I don't know what you mean by that. He's like, nope. If we're going to get political here, I'm going to dip. She purchased a massage, but I didn't ask for the happy ending. Well, what happened? Did this, Bobby, it doesn't just happen. It doesn't just happen. Bobby, schedule a call with me, bro. Links in my bio, $1. I mean, were you violated? Did you call the police? I mean, if so, that's sad. What are y'all talking about? Just got here. Yeah, call the police because that's called prostitution. That's illegal. At least where I live. We're talking about porn, Melinda. Porn. Is porn cheating? What do you think? TSB Dark, what's going on? Yes, it is. It's the imagination. Those people are human beings, not made up. Not if I didn't pay for the happy ending. It's not prostitution. Bobby, the mental gymnastics. Does corn cause loneliness and depression for men? Well, it's like a chicken and egg question. Good job, TJ. Good job. Yeah, I think that depression can lead somebody to pornography, and pornography can lead somebody to more depression. Can you come up? Sure, Dale. How does he feel about that, Caitlin, and how do you feel? What's up, Caleb? Did you want the happy ending to happen or not? The request boxes aren't up. Oh my gosh, Trina, thank you. What a great mod Trina is. W's in the chat for Trina. Sorry, Dale. You can go ahead and request now. Just sitting here yapping by myself. No wonder nobody's requesting. Looks like you still have followers. Thank you. Yes, I do, after not being on for a week. Request box is not loaded. What do you mean? They're right there. Do you not see them? Cowboy Bunny Beep. Great. He told them both of our TikTok. Hey, way to go. That's awesome. I hope he enjoyed the chat today. I sure did. Oh, the request boxes. What the heck? TikTok? Hold on. Okay, there we go. I didn't even know about it. You didn't even know? All right, who wanted to chat? Dale Wise, did you want to chat? Dale Wiles? The most dissatisfied women read spicy books wishing their partners were more like the characters. Is that true? A little rusty after a week off. Oh, I feel attacked. No, I didn't know it was set up, and then he casually brought it up. And he got, oh, cool. All right, Dale, you got a request, my friend. A little rusty after a week off. Oh, it reminds me of my Chat GPT thing of like of what I should calm down. What do you mean? Oh, I get it. Sorry. Foot in mouth moment. It reminds me of when ChatGPT told me about how sometimes these are a disaster. Oh, I'm never going to live that one down, am I? Oh my gosh. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. I feel like you and Charlie Kirk would have a really interesting conversation. He lives right down the street. Right down the street. Much nicer. He lives in like a luxury condo. I live where the peasants live. But he lives like 2 miles from me. There's no tone that condones that. Here's what in reflecting on it, what I wanted to say was, that's okay. Dig in the hole. Pause,
Hey, can you hear me now?
Hey, yeah, what's going on, man?
Yeah, this thing right here, I don't know what's wrong with it. I was requesting.
Yeah, it's all right, man. Is porn cheating?
Yeah, it's just probably TikTok, whatever. Yeah, I was just gonna say is porn cheating, and I can tell you definitely so. The Word of God, it says, if you look upon a woman in lust, you've committed adultery in your heart. So when you're looking at that, I mean, you're going to be sitting there, wanting her, and which is adultery. So that is yes, definitely. So I was going to throw that out there, and it's just, it's bad. It's just terrible
Okay. Do you watch porn?
No. And you
Did
know
you
what,
ever?
too? Do what, sir?
Did you ever watch porn?
I did some, but I never was around that much. So in my life, to be honest with you, I was, if I had been around it more before I got saved, I would have watched it a lot. But I was just never around it, and I stayed busy out doing stuff with my friends. And so, I just had girlfriends, and I would tell anybody, first of all, who's got that problem would be, seek Christ. When God deals with you, the Lord deals with you. Just believe in Him, call upon His name, and believe, and He'll help you through it. It is, it's a terrible. So it's a terrible thing, but like I said, I never was around it. But it's a wonder too. I think it's just God kept me from it, because that's one of my main weaknesses as a man is a beautiful woman. That is probably or definitely was my biggest weakness. But I'm married. I'm 55. And I'm married to a real beautiful woman, and that's one thing too, that helps. I've got a good Christian wife, and she's just willing to be with me most of the time, that I ask, or it's just so that makes it better.
Got it.
What do you feel about it?
Yeah, I agree, man. I think, a wise man once said, if you even look at a woman with lustful intent, you've committed adultery with her in your heart.
Hey, man, it's 100%, and I had a problem, but back it wasn't within porn, but I had a problem with looking, and I would carry it more than looking, so. And the Lord got me over that. I mean, tore my tail up. The Bible says if you're His, He will chastise you. And so He put a stop to it. And after that, somebody says, pray for my mother leaves her cheating husband. Yeah, that right there would be hard. I'm telling you what, to have somebody to live with that cheated on you. And I went through that too. That is terrible.
Mm-hmm. Where are you from?
North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Arizona.
Arizona, yeah.
Yep.
I've been through there, I'm pretty sure. We went out elk hunting one time, and
did you get any elk?
No, well, yeah, actually we did. I didn't, but now the boy that I went with, he killed one, and another man killed one, and another guy shot one and grazed it, and then we had some in our group to kill like a mule deer. I think they killed a couple of them, but I never did kill nothing.
Okay.
Boy,
right,
I tell you what, that's a nice place to go look out there in Colorado. If you've never, but I tell you what, y'all have a good night. And if anybody's having trouble with that porn deal, I'm telling you, just seek the Lord. He will get you through anything. And y'all, you love y'all, and y'all have a good night.
You too, man. Thanks for sharing. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Alyssa McKnight. No, Alyssa. Slow down. How many times do I have to repent for that one? 7 times 70? I'm going to text her right now. Just kidding. Oh, man. All right, is porn cheating? That's the question. All right, look. I feel like I went to this conference on Saturday, the Sexual Attachment Conference, sexualattachment.com, by the way, with Adam Young and Jay Stringer. It was so good, guys, so good. Jay Stringer, of course, the author of Unwanted, and Adam Young, the author or podcast host for I'm Lagging? I don't know. The Places We Go, what is it called? The Place We Find Ourselves. Really good podcast. I'm lagging? What the heck? Why am I lagging? He's gone. I'm gone? I'm not lagging. I'm watching myself on my burner phone. I'm not lagging. You're back now, but it keeps happening. It's the second time? What the heck? TikTok's having issues. It's not me. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up then. We apparently, after being gone for a week, we got to ease back into this, people. Okay, I got it. How would you recommend for someone to quit? Look, you can't change what you don't name. So name that you have a problem. Get help. Share your story. We all have a story. Every man who struggles with pornography, behind every man who struggles with pornography, there's a story dying to be told. So what is your story? What is your story that is dying to be told? Mine was one of deep pain, resulting in childhood trauma. We don't turn to porn. Porn is not a lust problem, it's a power problem. You're going to be hearing me saying that one. It's a power problem, a conversation in our brain with power. So, apparently TikTok's not working or I'm not working. I don't know. But guys, great being with you tonight. I do sound like Seth Rogen. I get that a lot. If you're interested in coaching, I have groups both for men dealing with unwanted sexual behavior such as pornography or porn addiction, as well as women dealing with betrayal trauma. If you're interested in that, go to the link in my bio. Be happy to chat with you about joining my group. Or if you want some other direction, go to the link and I can help you with that. His groups are, even when he says foot and mouth comments, people still like the groups. Oh, tonight's groups are great. They always are. Great being with you guys. We'll see you next time. Make it a great day or not. Bye-bye.